Didn't this just get updated? Like, super recently? I don't know. I played it 2 days ago and I didn't hear of anything. But I've never really played it up until about 2 days ago, so... I wouldn't really know in the first place, I guess. You'd have to tell me that. I don't know. Is the audio good? Can you hear me, everything? I had to do a quick reset. Am I talking? I know you want to fuck with me, but like I can't actually start the stream until I know what's working. So it's fine. Okay. I need to go turn off the YouTube stream first. Bye, YouTube. So last I left off, I have a pretty good gauge on what I need to do. I think today I want to get my main base a little more put together. I need to make more platforms so I have places to put this stuff. I'm running out of plugs, or out of the system. I don't know if there's a way to make more, like, extensions. If there's a way for me to do that, I need to figure that out. And I just need to collect more shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some tethers. Maybe go out on a resource run. So, hello everybody. Good. We had a good day. I had a pretty good day. Today, Hat in Time announced more DLC. And if you know what Seal the Deal was, it wasn't very good, I feel like. But the new one has a lot to do about animals with human bodies. But the map that comes with it looks pretty interesting too. What I was most interested in is they actually announced something called, I think, Party Mode, where you can have 50 players on one Hat in Time server, or map, or whatever you want to call it. And I thought that looked like a pretty fun stream thing to do. Like, you can just basically open a group and then get 50 people. I don't know if you can do custom maps. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure you can just do the normal ones and then, like, race to get points. But it looked really fun. I think it comes out in, like, May. I don't know the exact date. I want to say, like, mid-May. So, if that works as intended, then I really want to stream that and just do, like, a sub-event or something. They're going to do, like... Today, they had, like, a little mini-direct, basically, for those who didn't know. Like, they just had a little Twitch stream where they announced the DLC stuff. And I think in about 2 days, they're gonna, like, show some sneak peek gameplay. So I'll probably peep that out and let you know how it is. But it seemed interesting. It comes out May 10th? Okay, yeah, so about mid-May. They corrupted Hat Kid. They made her a weeaboo furry. We already knew she was a weeaboo, and I think you could kind of ascertain that she was a furry. I'm invested. As long as it's better than Seal the Deal, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, this is probably about as far as I'll go. Juice with pulp? You're wrong. Why would you want juice with pulp? Isn't the whole purpose of juice to get rid of that shit? Why not just eat fruit at that point? Just eat an orange. I'm super ass pumped for tomorrow's JoJo. I am too, man, but that's all I can say. Re-extenders on the rover. Oh yeah. I gotta make a habit of looking at these things. They usually have some free shit. Is there someone that explicitly likes pulp? I want to know, is there one person here that, like, between the option of no pulp and pulp, you'll go for pulp? That can't be right. You're lying to yourself. Oh wait, is this debris? I thought it was a working one. No, it's debris. You passed up the battery? Well, good news. I've retconned my mistake. I can just pick it up. Oh. Persona 5S also got announced today, and it's not what anybody expected. Is that what the Persona Royale thing was people kept talking about? I still don't know what it is, but I heard a lot about that. Good for Persona fans, I guess. Last stream I was talking about how we were kind of like in the middle of the year where we don't get a lot of announcements. So it's kind of nice that some are rolling out now. Even if they're weird. I went out that way, but there's nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go drop off this resource gather. Maybe build some platforms. Because, like, the number one thing I want to get done today is just clean up my workstation. 5S means Persona 5 Scramble, and it's a beat-em-up? You might actually convince me to play a Persona game. With marketing like that. It's a slow period where every publisher and developer is really building up to E3 or fall. Yeah. Was there anything major last E3? I feel like I was kind of underwhelmed last E3. There wasn't any, like... Well, I guess there was, like, fucking... Bethesda had, like, Rage 2. Or was that the Game Awards? I think that was E3. There were good announcements last year. I remembered E3 itself. I can't remember what was at it. Thanks, Facade. Are you a drinker of alcohol? Not really. When I was like 18, I experimented is a weird word, but I tried a lot more drinks. But I think I bought alcohol once in my life. Since I moved out. And I wasn't old enough before I moved out, so... To give you an idea. Actually, it might have been twice now. I've, like, gone out with my roommate and just, like, grabbed a drink nearby before. Planning on streaming Borderlands 3? I haven't even played the first two. Expect that of me. Extenders? I don't know what that is. Did Elon Musk make this game? I don't think so, but it's the kind of game he'd probably play. I watched through some of the Tesla autopilot briefing yesterday, like the 3-hour stream of it. And he was just going hard on the competition. He's just like, if you're not Tesla, then catch up, bitches. And it was kind of refreshing. I feel like we were going through a couple of years where there really wasn't much societal progress. Like on the scale of like electric cars or anything. So it's nice it's like catching up. Maybe brief isn't the right word. Wait, what button makes it flat? Control. Okay. First I need to clear the tall grass. Click on a power cable and left click to extend it. Okay. That'll be useful. Remember when that United Airlines guy was like, we will beat SpaceX to Mars? And Elon replied with, do it, you won't. Yeah, on Twitter he basically said, do it, pussy. I saw something, I think it was like Ford. They were talking about their autopilot. And they said, we've severely overestimated the rate of autopilot capabilities. And we expected something by 2022, but it'll probably be like 2025. And then Tesla announced their autopilot stuff, and it completely, like... It just showed the gap of the competition. That no one really is at the same level. What you need to understand about Elon Musk is, he seems to genuinely just want to see, like, humanity, you know, thrive, right? So when there's competition, he's like, good. Good, don't let me own this. Alright, I need to start filling this area out so I can renovate. Yeah, I'm gonna stream the Hat in Time DLC. You already know it. I'm not wearing my hat, no. It's a little hot today. Can't be wearing my hat indoors. Can't decide if I want it to be like a square or a circle. Or both. Thanks, Ryham. Oh wait, can I not get like these to connect? Can it not double connect? Alright. But how am I gonna... Oh, this is gonna be tricky. I guess it doesn't matter. It's a little weird, but it doesn't matter. You're so close, you're always on a tether. Get a canister? I know, I've got one somewhere. But I'm not worried about that right now. Yeah, that'll work. I wasn't here last night because I went to the theater to see Hellboy and the Avengers. Did you end up streaming FUNKe yesterday? No, I haven't. I still need to look it up. The idea of a browser FPS just sounds weird to me. I gotta do my research. For me to improve, Funk needs competition. I think I've got plenty of contemporaries that can usurp me at any point in time. Don't need to worry about that. Wait. Whatever. I can host a server right now? That's very sweet of you. I wanted to play Astroneer, so... Gotta decline. Does it take special things to host one? Could I not just, like, host one myself when I want to play? Do I gotta port forward? How many people in the chat have ever had to port forward their router? I hope it's less than one, because no one should have to deal with that shit. How many of you have had to... Here's a harder one. How many of you have had to run a Hamachi server? I guess that's easier, but still annoying. I always, like, when I was younger, I had a dream of running my own Minecraft server that was heavily populated. But I didn't own a server and I didn't know how to port forward, so I would just run it on Hamachi. And I'd go to random forums and, like, advertise my Hamachi server. I think the most it ever got was, like, 3 people who came on to grief and destroy everything, and then they left. I agree port forwarding is relatively easy once you understand the process, but when you're like a 13-year-old kid, most easy things are going to be difficult for you. Alright, so this is what I was trying to figure out. I want to give every object its own place. I need more platforms. Resin. I need a lot of resin. Okay. I have a good amount already. Thanks, not Nancy Smurf. I mean, it's just port forwarding. Like, you gotta understand, like, the menu of trying to use your router. And is it 198.001 or 198.1.1.1 or 198.1.0? I just never fucking knew. And, like, I was too stupid to write it down. Is it building? Why is it so low? Okay. It probably builds, like, at the bottom, so I gotta grow it. Oh, and I should make another printer. And I could throw it on this, and then I'd have double the print. I should just make a print area. I feel like that'd be easier. Thanks, Gaming Mint. I'm not even gonna unpack them. I'm just gonna get like 3 or 4 of them. No space. Shit, I need a canister. Large platform B is superior. Haven't done the testing on that. I'll get back to you. I keep sliding. It says it's making it flat, but this isn't flat. This is just slightly less angled. Whatever. Speed of printing depends on energy. Oh, so I need like more energy? Story of my life. Hat of Time 50 players reminds me of Sven co-op. So that seems like it's going to be a god time. I agree. I think it kind of depends on what you can do in the game itself. Because if you're just playing the existing maps over, but with 50 people, I feel like it's kind of gimmicky. For like one or two fun times. But if there's some way to like make your own rules on the maps or something, just a little variation, I think that would go a lot further. I'm not sure. Am I out of energy? I can't tell if I need something. Oh. I wanted to put that on. This is our first Funk stream we've made it to. Hopefully it's the last. I mean, it's not the last. Place your battery to buffer your energy? I don't know what my battery is. I don't know where it... I mean, I know I've had a battery, but... I think I'm gonna have to do some learning again. Would a generator do the job? Because I don't think solar... A wind turbine might help. It looks like my options are medium battery or one of these weird ones, but I don't have enough bytes. I need to collect a lot of bytes. Because I can't even afford any of these. How's your roommate? Good. Playing a lot of Siege. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go break stuff down for bytes. Is this still running? Or did I unplug it? How long does a research take? I've had that running for like the last hour of the stream before. There's a wind turbine near the compound node you found yesterday. Oh, I don't fucking know what that means. By the compound node I found? What? Oh, I keep fucking knocking these over. And it's ruining the connections. Oh, it needs to be on a platform, but I can't move it. It literally won't... Oh, it will. It's acting weird. Well, there. Hold on, I'll look. I'll see the number. 14 minutes, it looks like. Okay. I hope I get a lot of bytes out of that, because I need like 3,000. I appreciate it, Nancy. Thank you. Will Funkcraft return? No immediate plans. I mean, I'm sure it'll return one day. But I play... I think I got pencil shavings in my throat. I played a lot of it. Like 2 years now. 8 seasons of it. And I usually play it alone too, so... I got my limit. Why do you need a spacesuit if there's plants everywhere? You think there'd be enough oxygen? Who's to say that these plants live off oxygen? Maybe they live off of, something that humans are... can't intake. Or, like, will die if you inhale it. What if it, survives off, like, helium or something? Or methane. I mean, if it was based off methane, then this planet would explode when I use anything that makes electricity. The carbon... What? I don't know what I'm looking for. Or where. Mustard gas. Wouldn't that be weird? Plants that don't live off oxygen? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to like start a discussion, but yeah. I think that's just called the machine. Thanks, Geozak. What's something you want to see in Astroneer? Titties. Second, probably a new resource I haven't found yet. I don't know. I've played like 4 hours of the game. I don't know the extent of what to expect yet. No, it's not that I lost my way. It's that I don't know from the start where this item I'm looking for is. I should have brought more compound. I've gone caving. There's a little cave underground near my base that I'll probably swoop by later. Very blue planet. I don't even know if it's worth taking this. Like, if it takes 15 minutes for every single one of these... You know what? I like collections. Turn off all the lights in your room to make the game beautiful. I kind of prefer to keep my window open. It gets depressing if you sit in a dark room playing a game while talking to yourself, I've found. But I understand what you mean. So how many of you plan to stay off the internet tomorrow? I'm not even gonna bring up why, I'm just curious. Lol, why? Oh, it's just National No Internet Day. Everyone just agreed to not use the internet tomorrow. You know what? You should totally use the internet. You should go to Reddit and sort by new tomorrow. Don't even think about it. Just look at all new posts. Is it faster if I just run with it? No. Might be faster if I like drop it though. Can I change the texture of certain areas without rebuilding. Because I know if I can like do this to make it gray. But like I want like different areas that have different colors so I know what's what. I don't think that's possible though. It's not enough energy. Can I like plug in multiple for extra energy? No. There's a painter module? Okay. Can I do this? I assume that lowers the energy output, but that makes things a bit easier. More solar panels? The problem is I just don't know where to put them.
I'd view a bit back about a perspective-based game that you might be interested in.
Is it the unannounced title that I was talking about the other day? Because if so, I'd know about that one. Oh, can I put that there? No. Fuck. I mean, I'm not sure what you're bringing up. Are you just reminding me? Nice. Shit. I don't fucking know what to do because I can't, it like printed back to back to back to back, but now it's just randomly not printing anymore and I don't know what it wants me to do. What if I like, oh, I can't move it. What? Okay. Just had to fuck with it, I guess. Oh, wait. You're right. The sunlight's gone now, so it probably won't have an effect, but at least I'll have it running passively now. Stop digging under your printer? I'm afraid it gets, like, stuck. But I forget that it turns into a cube. Okay, I need a separate... fuck, I need so many bytes, though. That's the main drawback right now. Like, I can't get a more efficient power source until this thing completes. Does it tell me how many bytes I'll get? 200 so far. And it's been 3 minutes, so... 200 bytes for every 3 minutes. Oof. 4 times 2, so I'm gonna get like 1,000 total out of it? Okay. Then I have enough, it's just gonna take a while. What I should do is make another research chamber. I can double up my bytes. Get some more stuck if I dig. I wish it wouldn't make it look so weird. There. Now it's perfectly flat. My problem with Endgame is that my roommates want to see it together, but how the fuck am I gonna find 3 open seats for Endgame without waiting a few days? And if I wait a few days, then I'm gonna basically be Matrix dodging spoilers for a weekend. Also, I'm going to a soccer game on Saturday, which means I can't see it then either. Sit on each other. I'll run it by them. How much is a research chamber? One resin, 2 compound. Oh wait, 2 resin. Soccer, you say? I don't know the details. My dad just offered me tickets. Tell you after. So once I get that, I can throw it here. I get twice as many bytes. Then I can probably get a more efficient form of energy. And that'll really speed up this process. Do you guys think that superhero movies are just gonna, like, die in popularity after Endgame? I feel like it's really building up to this, and after that, like, where do you go in terms of hype? Like, maybe, like, I could see if Spider-Verse gets a sequel, it'll do well. If they throw out, like, I could see, like, maybe 1 or 2 movies staying in popularity. But I can't imagine... Like, they just introduced Shazam, and I like Shazam. But how are you gonna justify a Shazam 2 after Endgame? Like, who's gonna fucking want to see that? What do you think the next, like, movie trend will be? I hope it's space again. Although I guess the superhero stuff kind of is space. Shit. Like, I should just go out and look for more supplies, but I don't want to run it into an empty direction again. Zombies? No, zombies had their limelight... When did Walking Dead's first season come out? I want to say, like, 2011? There was like a nice 3-year gap where it was all zombie stuff. Zombie shows, zombie games... Might have been 2012 even. I don't think zombies are coming back. People are still trying to make zombies, like, zombie stuff. World War Z, the game, like, just dropped. Doesn't even seem that good. I can't imagine it's zombies. 2010 was season 1? Okay. Well, I mean, that was the space. Didn't Left 4 Dead 2 come out in 2011? The Walking Dead games came out around then. A lot of zombie stuff was rolling out. 360 bytes. Oh, I thought that was counting up. Well, that's fine. That's not going to be as many, but I can work with that. Fantasy is going to be the new trend. We're going to have massive attempts at making cinematic universes out of hundreds of fantasy book series. I mean, if you count stuff like Star Wars, we kind of are already there. Although, I guess like when people say fantasy, they're referencing something different from sci-fi. I could see that. Like, fantasy had a time, but it didn't really have a cinematic universe. Like, you had, you know, Lord of the Rings was all Lord of the Rings movies. It wasn't, you know... Wasn't there like a Hobbit movie or something? I guess there were some. But I get what you mean. 2000s nostalgia will be big. Can't wait for that Ed, Edd n Eddy movie too. Alright, I'm gonna... Wait, fuck. I meant to grab Compound so I could get tethers. You hear about the porn ban in the UK? Yeah, it's kind of funny that the UK was laughing at the US for all the 2016 stuff. But then they banned porn and then Brexit happened. And it doesn't seem like Europe is doing much better than anyone else is now. I hope people start doing more hack and slash games like DMC5. I kind of don't. And I love those games. I love hack and slashes, but I feel like it's really easy to do it wrong. I don't want an influx of hack and slash games because you kind of have to take it leisurely. Plus you already have stuff like Black Desert Online, you know, like an MMO hack and slash, so I feel like we've already, like, hit all of our branches. Oh shit, this one is done? I can throw another on. Brexit has been delayed to October 31st, 2092. Yeah, I don't think the Brexit thing is ever going to happen. Just because CPG Gray made a video on it talking about how they're just going to push it back over and over because they have more bargaining control over it because they're basic with Brexit. It's like, okay, you want to leave, then tell us what are your rules here. So they're gonna keep pushing it off so that they can keep like making rules. Place an item. Did I fuck something up? What is this? I can't use the research chamber again. I think I need to like throw something on it. Okay. There we go. Judging by some new movies, maybe the next movie trend will be video games like Detective Pikachu, World of Warcraft, and Minecraft movie. You know what? That's actually a good point. We were in a big range where no one would try to make a video game movie because they knew they'd fuck it up. But if Detective Pikachu does well, I could totally see an influx of video game adaptations. And I'll be honest, I'm not too excited about it. But, you know, I guess, like, if they do it right... Yeah, it's not like Warcraft did well. It's not like Warcraft kickstarted it. Isn't the Minecraft movie supposed to be live action? What the fuck? Whose decision was that? Live action Minecraft. I hope it's not another fish out of water story. That's all I want. Alright, I'm gonna branch out in a new direction. But I need to, like, pick. I've got sort of like a 4-direction system here. I can just... I think I know where I'm gonna go. What video game movie do you hope gets made? I don't want to get the Pepe Feels emotes spammed in chat, but I really wish TF2 got more cinematic stuff before like Valve really let go, you know? If not the TV series, oh, that's where it is. If not a TV series, you know, I could have totally seen a Team Fortress 2 movie. I would have frankly preferred if instead of making the comics, they made a movie out of the comics. It would be done by now, maybe. You could totally have done that. Alright, this is going to be a good system. I'm going to have some energy at night. You know, I'm not asking for it, but I kind of expect a Overwatch movie to happen, just knowing Blizzard. I don't think it's going to be as well written as like a TF2 one would be. I don't think it's going to be as well written as most video game movies could be. But I think it'll be safe. Blizzard is, you know, they're a little dry and not, you know, they don't really pull surprises unless they're bad surprises. But I feel like if they make an Overwatch movie, it'll be safe. When Overwatch first released, they actually had a theatrical release of all the shorts. It was like 2016. And you could go to a movie theater and watch, I think it was about 35, maybe 40 minutes of all the existing shorts at the time. And I went. And I walked out of it with a novelty cup. I thought they would give you like a skin. Like, you know, like if you go to the Blizzard world, you get a custom skin. I thought maybe I'd get like a custom emote. I got a novelty cup with a poorly printed tracer on it. Thanks, Jeff. Yes, I know Soldier 76 is gay. That's actually going to be the high point of the movie. It's going to be written by J.K. Rowling. Oh, I've been here, I think. Uh-oh. Like McDonald's bad? Not McDonald's bad. McDonald's cups were like bad. It was just an Overwatch cup. It was just a shitty Overwatch cup I didn't use. Like the quality of the material was, you know, good enough you could use it, but not good enough you wanted people to see it. I never used it. Are you proud of Uncle Dane's first Invite 6's Engineer Champion? Was it 6's? I thought it was 7's. And that's why he was on the team, because he was a 7th on Froyo. Here's the thing that upsets me. My buddy Daffodil plays in RGL, and he's on one of the best teams. And he told me that if he got to finals against Froyo Tech, he was going to sub me in. It was 6's? Damn. Anyways, Daffodil said that he was going to sub me in against Uncle Dane's team in one of the divisions. It might not have been the 6's, but either they never made it or he ghosted me, so I never got to beat Dane, which is a shame. I mean, I'm happy for him. He won a league in 6's. That's something I can't say about myself. I got to finals and open, and that was on a team I only played half a season for. Is it weird there's a bunch of wreck stuff but no bodies and no sign of a struggle? The sign of no struggle is weird, but the no bodies isn't that weird. You know, the bodies could be decayed and underground, and the chances of me finding one are slim. Oh shit, another wind turbine. I didn't even see that. What's weird is, like, there's no rust on the buildings, though. Like, you'd figure if it's been here a while, there'd be rust. I keep getting people recommending the SMP server, but I don't know anything about that. And that seems like one of those, like, streamer circle jerk things. Which I got nothing against, but I don't generally do. Plastic? Plastic would be inefficient for a spaceship. Make a work light? I should. These are natural caves. Listen, I've been on Twitch for about 2 years now, but I wouldn't say I'm fully ingrained into Twitch culture. And I'm killing time in between videos here. Can't be memeing on SMP servers. Natural clay, alright. I got use for that. Another solar panel, too. Oh shit, there's a couple, I think. Nope, broken. Okay, just take this back then. I think it's possible that one day Twitch is going to overtake the gaming market off of YouTube. I don't know, like, percentage-wise how much gaming content makes up the most popular YouTube stuff. It seems like it's shrinking, though, over the years. I didn't even know until, like, a day ago that there's a gaming section for the trending tab. I regret looking at it. I probably never will again, but it still seems like a fraction of the makeup in vlog content. Yeah, I played Subnautica. It was very fun. Really buggy. The game constantly broke when I played it, but it was in a fun way. I've been rewatching season 1 of Pokemon. Show's pretty good still. Also, holy shit, Ash is a fucking idiot. And Misty is so horny for Tentacruel. I don't know about that last part. The first part is right. Ash is a fucking idiot. I was pissed when they did the Twitch Twitch presents Pokemon, because they did it dirty. They, like, I think I've probably complained about this once a month, but they ran reruns every day, and the ads breaks were way too annoying. It could have been really fun to... I would have sat and watched you all of Pokemon, but there's so many ad breaks, so many reruns, and I think halfway through they started playing other stuff that wasn't Pokemon throughout the day. It just became a TV channel. Alright, I got nowhere to put these yet. I need another platform. I'll get better platforms, I don't have the bytes for it yet. I used to watch a lot of Twitch presents when it first was out and they would play like one thing. I fucked with the Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like the Twitch presents, but now it's literally just a TV channel. The point of Twitch presents was like, yo, let's binge this whole series and meme and Twitch chat. But now it's coming to TBS. Just boring. Do I have a favorite sad cat picture? Yeah, it's that cat that looks like it's crying, but it's in front of a laptop slouched over. And that's my favorite one. Actually, well, it's not a sad cat, but my favorite cat picture of all time is a picture of a cat eating spaghetti. And that's the best one. Is there a way wait, I can plug these in separately. I need a place to plug them. It won't let me grab it. Okay. I don't know if those will feed. Do I need to plug these directly into the ones that I want to power? Because it feels weird to plug it into more power. Is this that game I keep seeing ads for on YouTube? I don't know, but I haven't seen that. I've only been getting one ad on YouTube, and it's like, we're here today to mourn a life of a monster, and it's like a fucking weed killer app. Or product, and it plays it every single video. Does anyone else have that problem on YouTube? Well, the people that use mobile and can't ad block ads, of it just playing a single ad over and over and over. What's the point of even running an ad? Like, if I didn't buy it the first time, why do I need to see it 12 more times? Astroneer's fun so far. Oh, what the hell is that? I don't block ads. It helps the YouTuber earn money. I had YouTube Red for a while, so it didn't even matter. What I generally do is ad block, but then I take it off for people I want to support. Because it's not the people... It's not that I don't want to support people. It's the dickheads that will run 20 ads on a video that doesn't need it. Someone that'll have an ad at the start, in the middle, and at the end. People that... And they're unskippable, too. I put a little bit of blame on the YouTubers, too. Some YouTubers get just too greedy. And I don't even mean, like, the ones that obviously don't make content for fun. They make it for money. I mean, some people that do YouTube for fun, but they just get too greedy with it. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm a YouTuber. So I'm not entitled. Are you okay with using ad block on your videos? That's fine. Go for it. Also, you're a sub, Pharrell. If you're a sub, then I actually advocate you use ad block. Like giving somebody $2.5 you basically paid off the right to ad block for the rest of your life. Like to get a specific example, I will make more money off of that $2.5 than if you watch my video 5,000 times and watch an ad every time. Like, by all means, ad block. Even if you're not a sub. That said, you know, I got taxes to pay too. Very little money. Well, it adds up. Like, you know, YouTube only becomes sustainable when enough people watch your videos, or it's either enough people watch your videos or you have enough ads running that you get a lot of people watching it. That's why a lot of YouTubers will sprinkle like 5 ads through a video. I need money to survive, yeah. I'm gonna go back and grab some tethers. Actually, no, I'll just make some. Right here. Is this Minecraft 2? You know, it's easy to make that joke, but honestly, it's a lot more focused on research and exploration than it is building. The building is not very Minecraft-like. And that's not in a bad way. Hightail, I agree, is Minecraft 2. I hope it is. What about a Fortnite movie? They're gonna do it. Dude, there have been so many articles on Epic Games recently. All of them about, like... what was the recent one where they were overworking their workers hundreds of hours every week, and if they weren't able to keep up, they would straight up be fired for not working overtime. I'd be surprised if they make it long enough to make a Fortnite movie. I think they're gonna get shut down. It's okay, developers aren't people. They're property. Every game company does that shit? Not to the scale that they've done it. Every game company will go, hey, we need to crunch time to get this out. But it's never, stay in 40 extra hours or I'm firing you. What they do is, like, if this game isn't out by X, then you're gonna, like, get put on a shitty team or something you don't want to do. And that pressures people to work overtime even though they shouldn't be. But the issue isn't they're being forced into overtime. The issue is they're circumstantially, they have to accomplish what they're asked. Which I guess is kind of what Epic Games is doing. I don't know why I'm trying to circle it. I'm just going to climb it. Nobody should be working 70-hour work weeks. I think the average work week in America is already fucked as it is. You shouldn't be working, you know, 5 days a week for 10 hours. Or 5 days a week for 8 hours. You should be working like 3 days a week for like 6. I think they've done research, and a lot of people, when like a census went out, they said it was more efficient to work 3 days 10 hours than it was to work 4 or 5 days 8 hours. Because what happens is you'll be in the office with nothing to do because you've already done all your work, but you have to stay there So you just sit around in your office not getting anything done. I think I need to, like, get a power source. Because I'm not sure what this wants from me. Research a tractor and plug it in. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll come back to it later then. $70 to $100 hours a week on a total Apex ripoff. To be fair, Apex really isn't putting up competition anymore. It seems like people are starting to turn on Apex. Fuck. And I kind of get it. Like, when your game gets that big, and then you don't actively participate in, like, updates, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Another cave. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mayday. Alright. I know there's no competition. The mobility of Apex is genuinely addicting. I feel like it's fun, but I haven't played Apex in like two weeks. Just cause like I don't it's limited in modes, and like I would love to see a competitive mode and maybe a what's it called? Solo queue. I think if they added those two things, I would put a lot more hours in, but because it's only trios and it's only casual, you get to a point where it's like, I just want to play something else. Yo, a Titanfall mode. That'd sell me on it too. I just don't expect it. I would sooner expect a Titanfall 3 over them adding Titanfall mechanics into Apex. And frankly, I think it'd probably be a better idea. Because if they try to make a Titanfall mode in Apex, they're just going to be dumbing down Titanfall for Apex. I don't want them to dumb it down for Apex. I want them to make a full-fledged solo project. Also, you know, I'd be much more interested in another campaign for Titanfall than I would be, you know, just a half-baked online for Apex. Any games you play online in your free time when you're not streaming? I'll just like boot up like single-player campaign games like Death's Gambit. Even a little bit of Astroneer. I played off stream. And if that fails, you know, pull up a shooter like... Honestly, I'll play some Quake Champions sometime in my free time. It's sort of like a guilty pleasure. But I'll play some Quake Champions just for fun. I've got an old school RuneScape account that I'll check in on, but it's not like a time filler for me. That's if I really have nothing to do and I just want to feel like I'm doing something. But I really just, I can't commit to old school RuneScape like I did when I was 11. Just not possible. Alright, I need to empty my slots. Fuck. Oh, I can't grab that. Am I ever gonna play Hearthstone? Improbable. Can I put this battery on something? Yeah. Nice. Actually, there we go. I've heard of Cave Story. I never played it, though. Am I ever going to play Artifact? No, but honestly, that's kind of more out of principle than it is out of, like, me not wanting to play. Like, if it wasn't made by Valve, I would be willing to try Artifact. But because it's specifically Valve, I made the choice that I don't want to buy it. Because I don't want them to get the idea that it's okay to, like... I mean, it's not that it's not okay to make a card game, but you haven't made a game in 5 years, this is all you have to show, and it's completely based around a shitty monetization model. Even if the game itself is fun, I'm not going to support that. They don't deserve that. And it seems most people agree, because, you know, when the Artifact team comes out and verbally says, we fucked up in a blog post, you know that they probably fucked up. I'm drinking water. I got a cup right here. It has 127 concurrent players right now. Yikes. That wasn't like a, aw, it's so funny, the streamer coughed. It went down the wrong pipe. I'm not gonna take this all the way, I'll just drop it like here. More people on this stream than people playing Artifact. As it should be. Can I get a tally in chat? How many of you have played Artifact? Like, how... two senses here. How many of you have played Artifact? How many of you have returned Artifact? How many of those who played it have returned it? That's the margin the world needs. It seems like it's mostly people who have not played it. Good. Because that was actually a trick question. Anyone who said yes, they played it is getting banned for supporting it. I still own it. Bye-bye, Soap Bar. I didn't think anyone was stupid enough to admit it, but I guess so. What am I looking at? Okay. Mods are gone. I got it from a beta code. Oh, okay. You know what? In that case, you'll live a little longer. At first, I wasn't completely sure what the purpose of these were or what bytes were for, but I'm really starting to understand it now. Dead end? I'm gonna look. Dude, this is so fun. Holy shit, it's like the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2. But too fast, too fast, too fast! I was asking if you played Stonehearth, not Hearthstone. Stonehearth is a simulation city management sandbox game. Really unfortunate naming there. But no, I haven't. I think I've seen it in the store before, though. I'm always into, like, the simulation games. Like, if I had to choose a guilty pleasure... Not even guilty, just, like... a genre I can always rely on. The city management is always there for me. This is not currently the multiplayer stream. Because I forgot to prepare for that. Oh. That kills you. Note to self. red spiny rocks kill you if you stand too close. I'm learning so much today. Listen. Listen. I put all of my points into charisma. My intelligence is a little low. I put it all into poise. Poise and charisma. They're making Planet Zoo. It looks great so far. Planet Zoo? I haven't heard much of that. You want to... I can prove to you my charisma is high. My charisma is so high that I can convince people that I don't have any. Because that's how slick I am. Because it's actually an advantage to appear uncharismatic, because people will underestimate me then. So you might think that I have low charisma, but that's because I'm playing you like a fucking fiddle. And when you least expect it, bam. I'm gonna steal your wallet and buy artifact. I'm gonna go get my stuff. My agility is low. When I first got back into old school RuneScape, the first thing I did was train agility, and I found that agility is really good for killing time, but really bad for if you want to have fun. Probably put like 8 hours into running the roof courses, like the Varrock roofs, where you basically just keep clicking on roofs to jump from one to the other in a circle. And I did it for like 10 hours, and I'm never going to get those 10 hours back. Moral of the story, never do agility, kids. That's the reason I just can't get into old school RuneScape again. It's too much of a job. Like, it's stressful enough trying to do content as a job. I don't need a second one that involves construction. Speaking of which, you guys want to hear about my dream last night? I dreamed that I was playing RuneScape in VR. Like, I was really in RuneScape. It was the full world. Did I spend it fighting a dragon? Did I spend it training magic? Did I spend it parkouring off roofs? No, I spent my RuneScape VR dream decorating my player-owned home. I couldn't decide where I wanted to put my shelf, so I kept moving it room to room to see what would look nice. Because I guess in my dream I was gonna host a clan party where my RuneScape clan would get together and like eat cake off the table, but I couldn't decide how I wanted to set it up. So for 8 hours in my dream, I didn't hit 99 either. I hit like 72 in the dream. Lame. Is RuneScape fun at all or a time waster? It's a fun time waster, but it's not a good time waster. Like, the time you put into RuneScape does not translate into anything. Editing memes for Twitter is a good time waster that also can be good for you because you get experience editing, you know, just editing videos. Even playing a game like, you know, some shooter might be useful because, like, if you play another shooter, all of that time you put into, like, Apex will translate, at least roughly, you know, to Halo. But with RuneScape, it doesn't translate to anything. It's just a RuneScape. So, I guess I'm trying to say don't play RuneScape. How many bytes do I have? 2,800. I'm almost to what I need. In fact, I might already be. I wanted to get... How do I make tungsten? That's from smelting, right? What do you smelt to make tungsten? Isn't that like an alloy? I think I'm just making shit up. 2,000 for a wind turbine. That could be useful, but it's not long-term useful. It's an ore. I gotta find it then. Can I get a battery, charge it with the solar panels, and then use it at night? Or would there be a better way to do this? That's an... I don't know what an RTG is. I don't know if that's like a engine. And I don't know if by splitter it means for splitting power cables. Like I guess that's probably what it's for. That's what I already do. But where's my battery? Oh, this is an RGN. I need wolframite to get tungsten. I don't know what the hell that is. All I know is I need energy at night, and I don't think the wind power is going to be too efficient. How do I get a nuclear generator? I need a nuclear reactor. Alright, well it seems like nobody in chat has any better idea, so I guess I'll just wing it. I don't have tungsten, so even if I get that recipe, I can't use it. I'll probably just make turbines. Because I know how to make a turbine. Why don't I make glass? Fuck. What do I got? I got clay, ceramic, extenders, aluminum. TF3, but with new characters for each class, how would you feel? You know I'd play it. Why are you asking that question? You know that I'd play it, good or bad. I don't know what to make because every single thing has some requirement that I don't know how to make. I don't want to make something and then just be shit out of luck. I'm gonna make a wind turbine, but I don't know how to make glass. And I don't think I can smelt sand. How do you make glass in real life? How do you make molasses? You like use small... what? I don't know. Smelt quartz? Okay. How do I get quartz? God, I keep falling in. Go mining? Well, I've gone mining before, but I find such different substances every time, and I've never found... Oh shit, I have glass right now. I guess that makes sense. I've only been in a couple caves, so I haven't seen everything. I just, like, I didn't know how ore-based this game was. Because up until now, it's all just been, like... surface. Actually, hold on. I think... power cell? Can I pop that on? I might need a large printer. It looks like it. This is just... oh, wait. Yeah, this is a medium printer. I need a large. Molasses is a byproduct of sugar refining. More you know. I don't need a large printer yet. Well, it's too late now. Better to have it and not need it. The solar panels are pretty proficient for the daytime. I'm not worried about daytime, but I need some nighttime usage. Also, I need to make some more platforms to throw this down. Would it be possible to steal this? Like, take it? No. I was hoping I could take that back to base. But this works. I think you should see this. It's a Nintendo bot that posted Wind Waker link. Cute. Why are you sending me this? I don't have a Wind Waker avatar. Oh, there's been resin by my base this whole time. Fucking blind. They changed their avatar? Oh, they made it the fucking link. Stoner link. I should sue. Oh, I'm out of compound. Alright, time for a compound run, boys. They made FUNKe the. What the fuck? Nintendo bots stole FUNKe the. I have a patent on that. Oh, I am so suing. The nerve of Nintendo bot. What happened to Voltroid and Tyke? Oh, they died. They're dead. Murdered. By me. I don't know. I think I saw Tyke playing Borderlands last night on Steam. They're around, just doing their own thing. What you gotta understand is a lot of my old school friends are not content creators. They are people with lives. So they can't be playing video games nightly at twitch.tv/FUNKe. They've moved on. Once I stopped making live commentaries, they had no use for me anymore. I can't tell if this is faster, but if I feel like it's faster, and that's good enough. FUNKe doesn't need friends, we're his friends. I think I'd rather not have friends. Because this is an abusive relationship, if that's true. There's a bunch of compound right here I'm gonna pig out on. Now it's resin. Could have sworn there was compound. Bribery? Bribery might work. You have to try and find out. Yeah, I totally lost all the original. Thanks, Cyborg Camille. You're my friend now. Anyone else who subs isn't. Because he's the only one that trusted me when I said that. You're the only one. Here we go. I'll give you all my artifact cards. You can keep them. I went and sold all my Steam trading cards just because I realized I had them piled up, and I got like 10, maybe even $20. I had like some foils. I never realized it. Here's another question to field the audience. When's the last time someone here actually made a badge? Or like put their cards together? I'm curious. Do people still do that? I know someone will have, but like how often do people do it? Last Steam event? I believe it. I feel like cards were such a big deal when they first came out, but I just don't give a shit about them now. It is a cool idea, but like, I don't add that many people on Steam, so I don't need the extra room. If I want a wallpaper, which I don't even use, then I'll just buy it. Anything I can get from putting cards together, I'll just buy. And I don't care about my level. I think I've been at level 30 on Steam for about 8 months. Where'd I put that rock? Right here. Yeah, I saw the Hat in Time DLC. If I can stream it day of, I probably will try and get a sub-event for it. Like a 50-player server. It'll probably crash, though. Time to juggle. 50-player sub-event. It's more than I've ever had on the Minecraft server. Unless you count, like, that test we did. But I wouldn't. How does one sub? Yeah, so you put your credit... You take a photo of the front and back of your credit card and your license. And you, don't send that to me, because I can get in trouble if I ask for that. There's just a button for it. Although, honestly, if you have Twitch Prime, you should do that. That way you don't spend money. You basically steal out of Amazon's pocket. And if it's anything, if there's anything us Zoomers have agreed to, is we have to kill Amazon. I'm still pissed at my dad, because one time we were having a discussion about it, and he was like, you know, if you kids wanted to kill Amazon, you could just stop using it. And he implied that our entire generation could just collectively stop using Amazon and they'd die. And I said, okay, how about all the people that aren't 20 or younger that still use Amazon? They'll still use it. Yeah, but there's enough of you. Okay, well, how about all of the supplies that I need that aren't available locally because Amazon killed the ma and pa stores? He got silent after that. I think online's only available for people who purchase the DLC, which is $7. Oh yeah, I mean, I figure that's what it is. Honestly, I probably won't even be able to get 50 people, but I will host a sub event. And any open slots, I'll just have it be non-subs. One more. I think one more. God damn it. Keep falling. I get too close. I don't need to get that close. Let's unpack this. Yeah, let's not kill Amazon, because Amazon pays my Twitch fees. I like having a house. Oh, and I can make shelter. But I can't. I don't need it yet. But then how do I make... what did I need? was trying to make a fucking wind turbine. How to make a wind turbine? It's unlocked, right? I just need glass and ceramic. I have both of those. Where do I make a turbine? Man, this place is hideous. I need to make another platform to throw those solar panels on. I don't like just having them lie around. 2 resin. Small printer? I guess it's worth a try. It is small. That makes sense. I have 2 small printers. A rover seat? Oh, I guess I gotta build a rover that way. Yeah, 1 ceramic, 1 glass. Where's my ceramic? No room? I have room. Oh, it's like at an angle. How do I spin it? It needs room, but I don't have room. Whatever. I have to get more glass if I want more of that later. If you kill Amazon and Funk stop streaming, that means more main channel videos? Nah. If Twitch dies, then my YouTube channel probably dies too. Because Twitch plays half of my income. And I tell you, I could not live off my main channel alone right now. Maybe with the Patreon now, but off of raw ad revenue, no. I'd be getting a fucking McDonald's job. Nice. I could throw this here. Yeah, I'll take mobile game sponsorships. Shit, that's not enough room though. I still have extra. Damn it. I gotta make another? Yeah, I'm gonna really have to set this. Like, it's really messy. It's efficient right now. I got what I need, but it's really messy. I need to, like... So the problem is, this would be a lot easier if I picked up everything, moved it to the side, and started from scratch, but that's gonna be work. I might do that when the sun comes up. I feel like there's a ratio for YouTube ads that you just can't push. Like, I'm of the opinion that you just shouldn't take ads for over YouTube videos. If you do, it should be relevant or like, you know. I just come from older YouTube where you didn't do that. But if you're gonna do it, it should never be 25% of your video. It should really only be like 5%. And even then, it should really just be at the end. If your ad is 25% of your video, and it's at the start of it, or it's halfway through it, fuck you. There's only one channel I've ever seen pull off sponsors in a way that, like, I thought was clever. And that was Tierzu, because he's got one with Skillshare. And he uses a lot of RuneScape memes in his videos. So you can perfectly, like, segue into it. That's the only time I've ever seen it done well, though. I really wish I could move this platform. I guess I can move my base. But I don't want to. Yeah, once the sun comes up, I'm gonna just pick up everything, move it to the side, and really, like, get this place organized. Because I got too much stray stuff lying around right now. But I got my researches running right now. I don't really need to make anything else. I think I'm just gonna head out, collect resources, come back later. Do that. Just make a video on how RuneScape has impacted your life and have it sponsored by Skillshare. That's the play, man. That's the next direction for my channel. Although honestly, I think in modern day, I don't hold it too much against channels for doing sponsors. Like a few years back, it's kind of like, you're pushing it. But now, with the amount of demonetization that goes on, I get it. I really do. I think I get one email a day of some video getting demonetized because of the good life as an outro. Which is fine, I understand it, but like, it just kind of shows poor planning on my part. What bothers me isn't that you get demonetized for using songs. What bothers me is that there are no resources as a creator to undo it. There is literally a YouTube editor, but if you get demonetized, you can't just cut the music out of your video and leave it. All of that money is now forever theirs. You can't cut it out. You can't mute it. If it gets marked as demonetized, then you're just fucked. You just can't ever collect revenue. And I don't get that. What I think YouTube needs to do is add dubbing to their editor. You should be able to add new audio. And then just have, like, maybe some asterisk in the description that says this video has been edited. That way you can't, like, manipulate the system. But right now, it's really stupid that you can't go back. The only way you can, like, the reason YouTubers go and re-upload videos is because, like, they can't edit it. Once it's up, they can't change it. And I can understand for some reasons, like, you don't want, fake news stuff to get edited onto videos. You don't want to get, like, hundreds of thousands of views on a video and then you severely change the contents of it. It'd be fucked up if someone got millions of views, but then they just edited the video to be like a 10-minute ad. But at the same time, if 10 seconds of my video gets a demonetized, I should just be able to cut that out. Can't you just cut out the entire outro with the editor? I've never... honestly, I've never gone into the editor and tested that. I think that you can edit it, and then you can, like, contact YouTube through the system or whatever to get it remonetized, but it's all workarounds, man. There's no direct system. And that doesn't fix the problem of if it's halfway through the video, and it's in the background. And that's what I'm talking about with, like, you should be able to dub over. I'm not going to do that, Stone, because that's annoying. Thanks, Squid Assassin. And thanks, Scripts. Why does PewDiePie need sponsors? You'd think he has enough money. Honestly, I've wondered that myself too. Like, at what point do you not need sponsors? But I think it's more so just future proofing, because, like, if you have money, there's never a point where you're like, well, I have enough money now. I don't have to ever make money anymore. You also have to consider that if he wants to make larger projects in the future, he needs funding. And if it all comes out of his pockets, it's going to deplete over time. Like, if PewDiePie wants to make some non-YouTube series that, like, you know, I don't know, like a... Or if he wants to fund, like, a YouTube Red, but it's not a YouTube Red, that it's self-funded, advertisements help pay for that. And that's why a lot of larger YouTubers still will do sponsors. And again, you know, you never know what's going to happen to your money. Maybe a lot of his money is in investments, and if those investments, you know, plummet, or they're in a currency that crashes or something, you don't want to be left shit out of luck. There's a lot of circumstances to it. Alright, so I'm going to unplug everything and just reorganize right now. Also, yeah, he does have editors to pay. And even off of ad revenue, you know. That's just more cut. I think the answer is capitalism. The answer to all your questions is late-stage capitalism. In all its glory. Lazy was one of my first patrons. I mean, I haven't kept up with the list. I don't know if he, like, did it on the last ones, but... Yeah, when I first launched the Patreon, I was really hesitant to it, just because I, you know... I had held off on doing the Patreon off of principle. And Lazy Purple was one of the people I talked to about it. And he helped me, like, kind of make the decision. And I think he was just being a bro. I asked him. I begged him. Alright, now... So I want to have, like, lines. Like, sort of like a Minecraft farm or something. So I want to maybe adjust the layout of these. Can I think of any of my demonetized videos? I think Spyrim is still demonetized because of its outro. I haven't tried cutting it out. I'll do that and get back to you. I mean, pretty much any live commentary, because in all my live commentaries I use The Good Life as an outro. But I don't keep a list. For me, it was never about, like, keeping track of where the money's coming from. It's just having the money to keep doing it. So if something gets demonetized, I usually just keep moving. Okay, I'll throw in here. Oh. Ever think of streaming Factorio? Never explicitly, never, like, came up. Is there a way to rotate? There has to be a way to rotate. Why can I not? I'm hitting every button here. V? Oh, thank you. Alright. I want it like this. I still haven't completely... I'm not sure, like, what should go where. But I just want it to be orderly. There's a way to remove it with the old Creator Studio. Honestly, a lot of those old videos rack up, you know, maybe 1,000 views a month. They don't make me pennies, so... I was not, you know... If it gets demonetized, it really has no effect. The only time it has an effect is if a new upload gets demonetized. And I've been a lot better at avoiding that. I need one more. So now... move this too. I think that's stuck there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll just throw it there. And I'll go make couple more large platforms. Uh-oh. Extender time. Valve stopped being disappointing yet? What do you think? Alright. Throw this here. Yeah, I need more of these. These will be useful. What the fuck? There we go. I need a full version of your outro. It's on the second channel. It's called Demonetized Again. And it's actually, I think Demonetized Again has more views than the automatic YouTube upload of The Good Life. Not the music video, that's still at like millions. But the auto YouTube upload was at like 320,000 and Demonetized is at like 350 now. Oops. Oops, I killed Weezer. Alright, now I blend this out. Why? I literally didn't fucking move it. Whatever. I'm gonna need to collect compound for the platformer, or the platforms. I'm gonna run out. Oh, it's resin. Shit. Is anyone else just sick of hearing how YouTube is fucking up? Because it's just like... It just happens so often. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how bad the copyright system is. You know what? That's not even YouTube. Is anyone just tired of hearing about how awful everything is? Just in general. I'm just tired of listening to society. Society sucks, man. Like, there are these temporary moments where a game I'm really excited for comes out, or I watch a movie and I can zone out for 2 hours. And those are the nicest moments of my life, where I'm not thinking about how fucked everything is. Whether or not things are actually fucked, too. It's just like... You just always hear about how it's fucked. You're the last person to be complaining about people, or about people who complain about society? What? How often do I complain about society? How often do I say a lot about society? I talk about fucking video games and sandwiches. Okay, I did talk about Brexit, that's true. But like that's the one you got on me. And AI, that doesn't count. Because society implies humans, and AI is a result of humans, but it's not a human inherently. Therefore, it's not about society. It's about societal accomplishments, but it's not about society. And the implications of AI will directly impact society in a way that the world has never known or expected or seen before, but it's not technically about society. Just saying. Alright, I'm gonna make like 2 more of these, and then I'll start filling them out.
Communists in space.
1 planet for everyone. I'm fine. As long as I don't get, like, Uranus. Society is funked. I hope the next generation doesn't have to deal with it. That's how I view it. I know that, like, in the next 20 years, I'm not gonna have a moment of peace, and I've kind of accepted that. But I just don't want my children, or whoever's children, whoever has children, I don't want them to deal with this. That's all. I want them to deal with, you know, their headsets breaking and they can't go to virtual work. And, like, that's the extent. I don't know about you, but I quit enjoying hearing about large faceless corporations actively putting normal people at a huge disadvantage for the sake of profit. I'm sick of seeing Wendy's fan art porn. But you have a point, too. I'm sick of seeing faceless corporations on Twitter trying to pretend like they're hip and cool. But then I remember it's probably an unpaid intern on Twitter. But then I remember their job is still to be hip and cool, so that makes them inherently unhip and uncool. Alright, I got my basic layout here. YouTube should go back and upload the archives from 2012 and upload them? What do you mean? The archives? There's everything that was on in 2012 that wasn't deleted is still on. Oh, I just realized my orientation's a bit off. Alright, this backline is going to be all energy stuff. So I need to get my solar panels. I don't know where my big ones are. Over there. You are not immune to propaganda. Nobody is, brother. There's only one. I had two. Oh, there it is. I didn't remove sniper bowling. I just conveniently made it not visible to those who aren't looking for it. That's all. Nah, I'll put this like here. Can you try this link? What, for like editing it? Add or replace audio. I can replace it with a different song. If I'm gonna edit it, I'm just gonna make it silent. Make people think they're deaf when they watch it. This is kind of bothersome. The bottom disappears when you pick it up, so you can't really tell how it's oriented. But I can kind of figure it out. You don't want me as president. All of my... Actually... No, you don't want me as president. All of my write-ups would be about AI. I don't even mean that as a meme. Elon Musk said... I'm serious. I think, like... I know it's not a current big political point, but I think in the next, like, 2 or 3 elections, we're gonna start seeing AI stuff become a prominent, like, point for, like, campaigning. Campaign promise. And it's gonna be too late, man. It's not gonna matter, because it's too late. But people are gonna pretend that they can fix it. Sniper bowling is unlisted. It's still up, though. Have it that way. I don't really use this one. Put it at the end. Put that there. For this... I guess this will be the empty one. Yeah, I'm almost done. Can I... How do I scrap stuff that I don't need anymore? There's like a thing for that, right? Shit, I didn't put this anywhere. My campaign promise will be that I will make anime real. Oops. Whatever, let's throw it there. Now I'm just gonna make a little pit so I can throw all my crap in it. I need a lot of research paper. Or scrapper. I'll come back to that then. I hope I can flatten this without making it surface level. Make it like that. Yeah. It's not flat. Fuck. How is this game? I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think if you got a friend to play with it, that's even better. Look, it's angled. I mean, I guess it's flat. But you have to, like, get it on a flat geometry. It's weird. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to get a little pit. Fuck. What? Don't fucking grab that. This is a disaster. I grabbed it from a mile away. There. Just a little pit to throw all my resources in. And I don't know what to do with the scrap. They're right there. New update. Your helmet will slowly break. You need to make a new one? What? Man, why did they, like, go dropping huge changes right when I start playing? Alright. Oh man, I think it's like hard raining outside. I was joking? You can't joke about that. I don't know. I don't know the rules of the land. Chunk, I got a haircut. It's probably the length it was in like December now. So still long, but reasonable. I went back in some of my older VODs just to see what my hair looked like. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I like having the short hair anymore. Also, I realized that I was underweight when I lived in Florida. I looked at like the VODs from when I was like when I was, I want to say like 18 or 19. And at the time, a lot of people like told me that I looked like skin and bones, but I didn't see it. But I look back and fuck. I was a little fucking skeleton. Eat well, children. While I go back to Funk Creep Hair. That was kind of what my standard was. Or the Funk... whatever it is. Maybe. I'll definitely go short hair again one day. Just carry this style a little longer. You know, like Bowie at his Starman phase? I'm in my Kurt Cobain phase. This is kind of useless until I get a storage container. Alright, I got 2 of these running. Wait, okay, smelter's there. I'm just making sure I got everything plugged in. I definitely need to make more platforms. It looks like I need a platform B now. 5, oh, I can already get it. I didn't wow, I should have been making those. Hey, I'll just expand. Oh shit, I gotta go on a resin run. Okay, I know where to go. Where the hell did Bommy come from? I actually threw together a reference image in the Discord. Hold on, I might be able to find it. This is the easiest way I can explain where everything came from. The design itself came from an April Fool's stream. When I was... So you know like how in 2017 I made the fake Uncle Dane video? In 2018 I was streaming more, so I figured it would be a fresh joke to make like a fake Vine Sauce stream. But that part of that included making like an avatar for it. And I figured since the Vine Sauce avatar is like a Mario mushroom, I would do a Zelda bomb. And the first draft of it was built where it's basically just the Vine Sauce avatar, but a bomb. And then a few days passed after it, and I realized that, you know, I've been wanting to change my avatar for years to get rid of the Toon Link. And there was something endearing about the bomb design. I felt like if I adjusted it enough to not obviously be a fucking blatant ripoff, you know, I could be happy with it. So I went back to the drawing board, and I just, you know, cut away at the details until I found something I was happy with. So, in terms of where it came from, that's the origin. Was it the Sonic Corruption stream? Was it? Yeah, it was. I did a couple of corruptions that stream. I corrupted a Spider-Man game, a Rugrats game, a bunch of GameCube games, like a collection of GameCube games. I also corrupted TF2. I say corrupted, but I really just mean I put on a bunch of shitty mods. For one of my classes, I had to do a presentation/review of a series on any streamable service, and I copied one-to-one your review of Bill and I Saves the World, and I got a 90% score. I'm glad you told me that. That actually makes me really happy. That's... good. I was looking through, like, I had YouTube recommendations for, like, these videos that were completely ripping on people that reviewed Bill Nye. Because, like, Bill Nye has a lot of, like, the social stuff in it, and there were a lot of people that were, like, bashing SJWs. So there were a bunch of channels that were talking about how shitty the Bill Nye reviews are. And I remembered I had one of the most popular reviews, so I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And I watched the video, and I didn't get mentioned at all. And I was like, yes! Yes! I made it! I'm under the radar, boys. But to be fair, I was trying to review that show a lot more, like, objectively, and I didn't care about, like, the social implications. I still haven't watched season 2. There was a second season, but I never watched it. Alright, so I'll make 3 more platforms, throw them down here. I should have moved that. That's gonna fuck up everything. Whatever. What's the time on this? 3 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I'll probably start building out this way, because I got all this open area. You know what? I'll go ahead and, like, build out this way. Pre-plan. I changed my name. You might remember me as First. I think I talked to you about hair in one of your DMC streams. Oh yeah, I remember you. See, I'm fine with people changing their names if they, like, remind me whenever they sub or whatever. Like, Nano is one of my most, like, longest subs. I think he's at, like 30 months or something now. But he got mad because I didn't recognize him because he changed his name. Like, I don't keep track. Give me a forewarning. Thanks, Vijar. Oh, this is really low. What the fuck? That's not flat. Whatever. How could you forget your longest sub, you ungrateful Welch? Oh, another one spawned. Nice. What noise does Bommy make? Boom. I've watched your vids since you were born. Man, even my mom hasn't watched that long. Kudos. This works. Do it like a grid. I don't think anybody could be a replacement Jerma. Pretty one of a kind. Not that I need to be reminded. Dude, I think I've gotten in chat like at least 20 messages about SMP or Carson in the last week every stream. Either that is popping or I don't know what's going on. What? There was like way more of that before. It was just like 3. Wow. Good resin. We gotta go get more. They got Ant Venom and the voice actor for Gumball. I know Ant Venom. Not personally, but secondhand. I'm not real. It sounds neat. I don't know if that's my kind of thing though. All of the resin that I knew was there has despawned now, so guess I'll find a new direction. I always wanted a Pixel Valkyrie or Rata collab. I don't know who those are. Sometimes I think I've been vindicated out of Twitch streamers, though. Because most of the ones I've ever tried to contact ghosted me. I don't even like contact them for anything. Just like have a question. I'll make my own Twitch. I streamed old school RuneScape like twice. I want to say like a year or two back. Where I literally just dicked around killing cows and stuff. It's been quite a while though. Make a TF2 LAN meetup in Georgia. There'd be less people than if I just did one for myself. I don't like having to get into this habit of research and stuff, but I need the bites. And it's better than to have them lying around. Do you think TF2 is gonna die? Does anything die? Is Halo Reach dead? What's the... There's still a community. There's still people playing it. I don't think it's... Will TF2 die? I think the question is, when will development be handed off fully to the community? That doesn't mean it's dead. It just means that, you know, there's not really big rebalances. And I think we're in the last inning. But I'd love to be proven wrong. I think we're in the last inning and Uncle Dane is up to bat. And if he whiffs this, then TF2 is gonna die and you should blame him. Lazy Purple just came in and he like grand slammed, but we're 1 point behind. And now Dane's up to the plate. I'm on the bench. I got benched. I kept getting outs. I kept getting in like fist fights in the outer field. I kept like running in and beating the shit out of third base. So they had to pull me out. I don't think like they're gonna hand off development anytime soon. I really don't subscribe to speculation on the TF team anymore because I know it's fruitless, because even if your source is correct on the speculation, it means nothing because the TF team changes their mind on a fucking whim. So any information we get now will be irrelevant in 2 months. That said, I feel like we're how long has it been since Jungle Inferno? Almost 2 years. Literally, it was like at the end of 2017. If we go a few more months, it'll be 2 years. If you count Blue Moon, it's been, you know, a little under a year. I don't know exact, but I think it's been nearly a year now. That's not normal. Even if you're working on a big update, that's not normal. I think we're probably going to get another Jungle Inferno sized update. But I also think that, you know, that if we're going to see anything big after that, it's going to be a long time. And even that's wishful thinking. Like, that much is being very generous, I feel like. The only reason I say that it'd be as big as Jungle Inferno is because it's been a long time. We know that they have other stuff they were working on even during Jungle Inferno that didn't get put in. And I don't mean Blue Moon, like, they were working on other stuff. I think, like, it's so depressing to say I want it to go out with a bang. What I'll say is I want at least one more update with an expiration date sized hype. Like another... Doesn't even have to be fucking 15 minutes. Give me like an 8-minute short with some, you know, a couple fun maps and a handful of weapons. If I get that one last hurrah, then I'm not going to concern myself with anything else. So needy. Well, you gotta understand, I think all of last year, I was... And you could probably tell, I was really jaded with TF2 talk. I was just frustrated, and I didn't want to, you know, think about it. But I've kind of reflected now. And I'm in a better mindset. And I can just say, you know, I just want to enjoy myself. I'm not expecting big things. I'm not expecting them to save the world. I just want a fun update. That's all. I don't need to speculate. I don't need to hope, dream. I'm just gonna live my life, and if they surprise me, then that's icing on the cake. Only last year? Okay, maybe the last few years I've been a little jaded. Oops. What about an update on the moon? That's what people were speculating, right? Because the last comic is supposed to take place on the moon. Because that rocket with Australium got, like, thrown into space or whatever. And people were speculating that Asteroid was going to tie in with that update. But I think that was the intention, but they scrapped it. Fuck, I got no tethers. What about your thoughts on Splatoon 2 with no news of Splat 3 and Splatfest coming to an end in July? I'm a little sad. I was late to the Splatoon 2 train. I got my Switch like a little... I got it early, relatively, in the life cycle, but it was already like... Splatoon 2 had been out for, you know, like 8 months or something, I think. But I really enjoyed the time I played of it. Splatoon 2 is really fun. If you have a Switch, I still recommend picking it up. But I won't lie, I'm a little worried about, like, what's going on. I could totally see a Splat 3, and they're just not saying anything. I think it's totally a Nintendo thing to announce a Splat 3. It doesn't even have to be big, right? It just has to be more Splat. I think it's possible. I fully expect a Splatoon 3 eventually. Or something that fills, you know, my want for that. But remains to be desired. We'll see. These are almost done. So it looks like I need to do resource runs now. I need to focus on storage again. 3 ceramic. I can afford this now too. Splatoon 3, I'd say half of a year to a year for development. Or... like in half a year to a year? Yeah. I totally... if there's going to be a Splatoon 3, it's going to be by the end of next year. It's going to be within the next, like, year and a half. Partially because it would be kind of wasteful to go any longer than that. I feel like it'd be wasteful. I love how you made all this and you're going to leave the planet. Yeah, I guess, but... I still don't even know how to do that. Like, do I have to make a rocket? Myself? A shuttle. I gotta make it. So I gotta get aluminum, alloy, and ceramic. I might be able to already get that. Whatever. This is the tutorial planet anyways. I'm just spending it learning. I think by next stream of this, I'll be on another planet. So the next stream will probably be something else. A different game. Alright, so I need 3 ceramic to make storage. Yeah. I'm curious if maybe Apex is getting a lack of development because of the Star Wars game. I'd totally be down for a good Star Wars Respawn game. I think they can do it. It seems like everyone involved knows that they can't fuck it up. They know not to, you know, make a bunch of microtransactions or make the game shitty and shallow. I think it's going to be a good game. I certainly hope it is. Do I need to put the storage on one of these? Because if so, it's good I have the extras. Go ahead and check if I have more ceramic. And I'll also... Where's my clay? I swear I had a shit ton of clay before. I guess I don't. Is it on me? Yeah, it's on me. Okay. There. Now I can make 2. Research the ship, then find fuel, put fuel in rocket, but if you leave your plant and go back, you won't be at your base. You have to wait for a certain amount of time. You worded that weirdly. Research the ship? You mean research the shuttle, put fuel in it, then leave. Okay, I mean, that's kind of what I figured. A little disheartening if I can't return, though. Oh, I can turn 2 into 4. Could I make 3 more of these and toss them on for even more room? Because if so, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it here. Oh, shit. That's cool. That makes more sense. I can't remember what I need to make that, though. Oh, what is it called? Storage? Large storage. No, I need a medium storage. Like a small. What? Oh, fuck. I need 2 resin. I have 2 resin. But I can't make it? Ah, it's blocked. Tell me to do my homework. I haven't been doing it this whole stream when I should be. I'm not going to tell you to do your homework because it's not my responsibility to. It's not your parents' responsibility to. It's not even your teacher's responsibility to. It's your responsibility to self-discipline yourself and get what you need to do done. So no, I'm not going to tell you to do your homework. You have to make the conscious decision to. If you don't, then you're going to have to deal with the consequences. The consequences is death. No memes here, man. Life lesson. Oh, it won't be an instant death. It's going to be slow. So I gotta go grab the 4 resin. Fuck, I'm out of resin again. But once I have this resin down, I'll have 2 giant storages, then I can move all of my resources there. And once I have that down, I can put all my focus on getting this rocket ship. But first, resin. I don't want to think about taking AP science classes. I feel like I should have taken some APs or something higher. I took all basics in high school, and the ones I paid attention to were really easy for me. But I just didn't push myself. I mean, I guess I dropped out of college after a semester, so I guess it really wouldn't have done me any good today specifically, but probably would feel a little more personally accomplished. Probably a bit more stressed out too, though. I wish I took AP classes to help me out on my YouTube career. Just gotta look for resin. It's a difficulty multiplier depending on your teacher. Oh yeah. Can only imagine. I guess it's less about doing AP specifically and more just about really trying, which I did not do, and I regret. Although, to be fair, it was probably the amount of time I spent not trying in high school that got my YouTube career off the ground. So I guess my advice is, quit school, become YouTuber. Or influencer, or whatever it's called today. That was a joke. Advice on getting hot anime girlfriend. I'm still figuring that out myself, brother. There are actually kids now that say they want to be YouTubers when they grow up. I mean, it makes sense. It's depending on how you do it, it can be lucrative. It's not lucrative how I do it, but if you do it certain ways, it probably is. But the problem is a lot of kids don't understand probability. Like, for every YouTuber that makes grounds for themselves, there's 10,000 that crash and burn. Especially nowadays where it's such a crowded market. There's so many people, there's so many channels. And while I would argue it's probably easier than ever to get in on the ground floor for, like, you know, if you have a unique idea, I'd also argue that it's harder than ever to get past that without being like a real standout. Like, if my ass started YouTube today instead of 2015, y'all probably wouldn't be watching me right now. That's called seniority rights. I earned my keep. Any shows you're interested via word of mouth? I've heard a lot of good things of Umbrella Academy on Netflix, but I haven't watched it. But I've had like 3 people recommend it to me. So that'd be one. Nice. Now I gotta transfer all of my resources. Do you prefer Overwatch or Paladins? I mean, undeniably, I put much more time into Overwatch, but if you made me choose one today, I'd choose Paladins, pretty hands down. Paladins is just a lot more palatable, I feel like, than Overwatch. Like, Paladins doesn't know what it wants to be, but Overwatch knows what it wants to be, and it's not a good choice. It wants to be something that it can't be. You know, Overwatch wants to be this big esport that the world, you know, gathers around. All the jocks and the nerds get together, but neither really wants to. Doesn't really appeal. At least Paladins appeals to the people that, you know, well, citation needed. I'm gonna need even more of these. Fuck. Nice. It's coming together. If you could do something to fix Overwatch and get more people to like it, now / yourself to like it, what would you do? Oh, it would be too much. It's too infeasible. But if I theoretically had limitless amounts of options, I could do whatever I wanted. First thing is I would remove stun mechanics. Number one, first thing I do, remove all stun mechanics. Completely rebalance any character built around stun mechanics and make them inherently different things. Wait, didn't I have more yellow? They disappeared. Or did I grab them? I swear I had more yellow than that. Yeah, I would rebalance all stun mechanics to be completely removed. I would probably tone down the particle effects. Just visually, I would, if not tone down, I would add an option to minimize particle effects. I would also, this isn't necessary for the game, but I would add some form of support for custom maps, animations, and mods. In the same way TF2 has a thriving workshop scene, I think Overwatch would do well to have that, especially because of how bad Blizzard is at releasing new maps and stuff. And I assume even if I could change what I wanted about the game, I couldn't change long-term development, stuff like that. So I would give the community the ability to make maps. Does that include pushes and pulls or just purely stuns? I would start with just stuns. If the pushes and pulls, like the hooks and all that, had to go too, then I would do it. But at first, I would probably keep them just to see how the game plays. Because you have to understand, there's one thing that I would do if I could change Overwatch that's different from Blizzard. I would test the game. So I would test on if pushes and pulls can stay. And then decide. I need carbon or tethers. Overwatch just introduced a workshop, but it's basically scripting, and it's for like hero abilities, and you can make the floor lava, and like that's it. It's not a workshop like TF2. It's a husk, a hollow husk of a workshop. I would go further with it. I would probably... See, if I could do anything I wanted, then I would probably cut out some characters entirely. I would just remove Mei. I would, I'm not even familiar with the lineup anymore, to the point that I know what's balanced how and what needs to go. But I'd remove Mei. Like, without second thought. That'd be the first thing I'd do. That'd be on top of the list. A little more. Yeah, and you know what? Brig can go too. Brig's gone. Mei's gone. I feel like you could leave Doomfist. I feel like Doomfist... I would test it. I would try to fix Doomfist before I remove him. I wouldn't even try to fix Brig or Mei. I played Baptiste twice. I don't know shit about Baptiste. I couldn't tell you what I'd rebalance there. I'd cut the hero roster to 9. I would replace all of the music in it with like jazz. Or like a lot of trumpet. Like rocky jazz music. Oh, that's a pretty sun. But I guess the cusk of my point is just that there's too much to change. If I had to make Overwatch a game that I could long-term enjoy again, I would have to basically make an entirely new game. I would have to fundamentally change it to a point it's not even worth it. If you were to make a game, what would be the most important aspect you had to tell the development team? That it needs to be fun? That if it's a game that anyone in the office can play and go, I'm not having fun, then it's not a good game? That'd be my #1 priority. Really, like... If I was on a development team, my #1 priority would be that people get their money's worth. If we don't know what the price is, then we need to, like, focus on making a good game. But I think the #1 thing is making people feel like it was worth spending the money. Because the best games are the games that you don't regret buying. When you buy a game and you play through all of it and you end up feeling like, I wish I hadn't bought it. That's like the big issue. But it depends. Like, every game has a different... Because, like, there's a lot of different games I'd make, right? If I'm making an online game, my focus would be longevity. I want it to be a game that's self-sustaining even after development ceases. So a workshop would go a long way. If I was making a single-player campaign, it would be all about making sure your money, it's worth buying. You don't regret the purchase. I don't regret buying Hunt Down the Freeman. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, see? That's how all games should be made. Like Hunt Down the Freeman. I'll just walk with it. Probably faster this way. I'm kind of happy it seems like single-player games are coming back into the medium again. We were going through a couple-year stretch there where if your game wasn't multiplayer, developers were just afraid to do it. Or I should say publishers were afraid to do it. Like Portal 2? Yeah, kind of like Portal 2. I mean, the indie scene has plenty, right? You gotta understand, whenever I say anything about gaming culture, it generally doesn't apply to indies. Indies are what AAA was 30 years ago. Nintendo today is more AAA than they are an indie company. And an indie company is more 90s Nintendo than Nintendo is. That's not to say I don't like them. I still like current Nintendo. For all of their backwards policies, they still are very at the forefront of a lot of stuff. But if I could like make a change in the current AAA, it would be either they take more help from outside people that are in the indie scene, or they at least take notes from the indie scene. Risks are okay. Calculated risks are okay. Releasing, you know, new Super Mario Bros. Wii U XD Deluxe Plus Pro isn't taking a calculated risk. Odyssey is a more calculated risk, and everyone fucking loved that. Though I wouldn't really call it a risk. I feel like nothing with Mario is a risk. You know, Bacon Rage, I will say, I'm a little happy that we're getting past the BR stage. We were neck deep in the AAA titles seam and suck that is Battle Royale. Though I'm sure we'll see a couple more. Well, I mean, I got what I wanted done today. I've got a good amount of resources. I've got my base in order. Next focus is most definitely getting this rocket ship up, which is gonna cost... I'm not sure what it matters, like what shuttle I make. I kind of want to just go straight for the large, but I could already make a small shuttle if I wanted. I would just need aluminum. Oh shit, I forgot I moved it. Is Persona 5S... It's not actually a battle royale, right? I haven't actually heard. Yeah, I could already make a mini shuttle. Yeah, fuck it. It just adds more seats? Oh, okay. Well then I'm good. Wait, what size was that? Large. So I need a large printer. Where's my large printer? Forgot what it looks like. This. Alright. I would recommend this game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Even for a single player. Do I need to, like, pick up all the resources I want to take with me on the shuttle? Or will I lose all those? So it doesn't matter. Actually, I probably need, like, a launch pad and fuel still. So I can't even do it yet. It's a Warriors game? Like a Hyrule Warrior situation? I never played Hyrule Warriors, but so I guess no comment. You can add storage. Well, I'll have to figure that one out with time. The question is, do I need a launching bay? It kind of looks like I do, but I don't know if, like, I need an extra large platform or something. Or if I could even throw it, like, here. Landing pad. But it's landing, not launching. Recycle startup package? Will that destroy all of my startup or just the pad? Whatever, I'll leave it. Highly recommended. Oh. Yeah, looks like I could try Hyrule Warriors then. Okay. I guess while that's printing, it's going to take a little while. Especially because it's nighttime now. Do a little more walking. It will destroy the pad, not the stuff on it. Gotcha. I'm just gonna leave it for now. If I'm being honest, I don't like Smash games that much. It feels weird since I swear I'm the only person. Honestly, I think it's fine. Smash is a variation of the fighting game, and if you're not a fan of the fighting game, it's reasonable that you won't like Smash. But you're also wrong, fuck you. But Smash is very special. It's unique. It's its own game. You know, there's not like a game you will like that's like Smash, but it's not. You either like Smash or you don't. How long you plan on streaming? I'm getting to the tail end here. I might go probably like another 10 minutes. My stomach is hangry. So I need to eat. Hello, floating tether. Right now I'm just waiting on this rocket to 3D print. Now, I would say that if you don't like Smash in a party setting, something is wrong with you. You might not want to buy Smash and play it yourself, but if you're at a party and everyone's playing Smash and there's an open controller and you don't want to jump on that couch, then there's something wrong with you. I won't hold it against you. I won't, you know, judge you too much, but there's no way you can be at a... Not even like a party. Just like... If you have nothing in common with your family and you're all sitting down for Christmas around the Switch, gotta enjoy Smash. Social anxiety. But I'm not saying that you have to enjoy the experience of it. I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to play Smash at a party, theoretically, you're wrong. If you're too afraid to go sit down and do it, that's different. I just don't like playing online or by myself. Yeah, I mean, that's... I get it. Like, I like playing online, but I don't play that much. I'm not the kind of person that, you know, has to handpick a main and become a god at it. For me, Smash is just a game where, you know, I'm going to bed in 45 minutes. I want to lie down, but I don't want to use my phone. But I want to play a game. You just grab the Switch and play, you know, a couple online matches. It's been perfect for that. Crystal is my favorite game of all time. Or I should say, really, Soul Silver is, since that's everything from Crystal but better. Oh, they're still going. Damn. I should probably run out and collect more research items. Oh, look at that. That bad boy's just hanging. Whoops. I need a thruster. I need a thruster and an RGN or whatever it's called. I think I have one of these like right here, right? No, that's a different thing. Let me see. Not that. I'm trying to figure out what this thing I need is. I don't know. I guess I can figure out the thruster first and then figure out like the engine later. You can put anything there, it's just you need it to be an oxygenator. Oh. Oh, that's what I was looking for, like something that looks similar. Okay. Good to know. I should make a second oxygenator. That way this place is still healthy. So let's see how much the oxygenator costs. 1 aluminum, 1 ceramic. Alright. And what of the thruster? It taught me in the tutorial, but I totally forgot. So, aluminum and ammonium will give me the solid. I don't know what the hydronized thruster is, but I assume it's probably a more efficient one. But I don't know where to get tungsten. Or really alloy, for that matter. So I think I'll just get that. So first thing I gotta do is get aluminum, ammonium, and ceramic. So I gotta... I think I already have 2 aluminum. Wait, no. I only have 1 aluminum. Damn. Shit, how do I make aluminum again? I think I used compound... Oh. Fuck. I have a game recommendation. Love it. Message me, though. On Discord or Twitter. I will not remember if you tell me here. No matter how hard I try. Fuck. And there's no way to look. I forgot. How do I get aluminum? Aluminum. Do I just have to go spelunking and find it somewhere? I might have to just go find it in a cave. There's no point to making a second oxygenator. You can only go home in the spaceship anyways. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like I need to come back. Well, if that's the case, and I'm just making the thruster, then I just need ammonium. Which I don't have. Laterite for aluminum? Right. Okay. Yeah, I remember what that looks like. Ammonium, I do not remember, but I think it's the same situation. I think it's like in a cave. So I'm gonna make a bunch. I'm just gonna make a shitload of tethers and go mad explore. Hold on to that. I think I should be closer. I guess it's battery storage. It's not really doing that much. There we go. Okay, last mission of the night. I gotta go find ammonium. Nice. I wonder if I should go to those caves I've seen before. Actually, I'm gonna go down to that cave. I already know where one cave is. I haven't explored it that much. There's a lot of shit I don't know about in there, but whatever. How big do you think the Mars humanity colony will be when you die? Like, if we assume that most of us here will live to, like, 80, maybe like a generous 90. Oh, jeez, that's really low. Then, assuming we get onto Mars, we start colonizing around, like, what, 2025? I will be 28. Wait. Yeah, I'll be 28 in 2025. Will I really? Fuck, I'm getting old. So, I'll have, like, what, 60 years in me? Probably around, like, 60 years. So how many humans can move to Mars in that 60-year span? Does anyone know how long it takes to get to Mars? I want to say like 6 months. So, if your shuttle's big enough, you could 10? Okay, that's a while, but... Let's just say like 7 to 10. Just that range. And let's assume, like, I'm not sure, I don't know the numbers, I'm making shit up, but let's assume a shuttle can hold, you know, maybe 50 people comfortably for that ride, like, at peak. I guess it really just depends then on how many you're sending out. How many different ships you're sending out. Like, would you be sending out one a month? Would you be sending out one a week? I'm curious, like, if we could see thousands of people on Mars by the time I'm dead. Like, maybe we could... Imagine if we... I don't think it'll get to, like, 1 million or anything by the time I'm dead. There's no way it's gonna get to the point of, like, a population. But I would love to see hundreds, thousands, just tens of thousands of people living on Mars. I think you also have to take into account how long it takes to what's the word for, like, when you make a planet habitable? Not colonize, but, like, terraform. For how long it takes us to terraform Mars. That must take a while. There's no way we could terraform Mars. I mean, don't laugh at me. with the help of an artificial intelligence, with nanobot technology, in our lifetime, theoretically, think about it. 80 years from now, we've got artificial intelligence that's full singularity, that can put nanobots, that it doesn't have to have, you know, it can just pull shit. We can pull in meteors to Mars. It'll turn the material from an asteroid into nanobots. The nanobots will completely encompass Mars. Or, you know, you don't even have to do that. You just have to get it to break down Mars and turn all of its dirt into grass and trees and shit. Then you could terraform Mars relatively quickly. At that point, it just depends on how fast the nanobots work. I'm sorry, the nanomachines, son. I doubt we have the tech to fully colonize Mars before at minimum 2100. Okay, but that's why I brought up artificial intelligence. Because even the most, like, generous estimates for AI is, if it's possible, it's going to be within the next 50 years. Maybe even faster. You know, a lot of people... Well, I say a lot of people, I don't know how many are credible, but... a lot of people talk about within the next 20 years. But, you know... let's say it's like, let's be generous and say 60. Long time. Once AI exists, if it's capable of, like, nanotechnology, then it can colonize Mars within the span of, like... it could do it within 10 years of that. I guess I kind of see what you mean, like, 2100. If my estimate that's extremely, like, extra, that would be around 2090. Conversely, if we assumed that AI, you know, started to exist 15 years from now, to be more like, I don't know, hopeful or optimistic, 15 years from now, you get a general AI capable of nanotechnology. I'm sure in 15 years we'll already be on Mars. We'll at least be able to go there. You know, then you tack on maybe 5 years for terraforming. That's a total of 20 years. Which means, theoretically, 20 years from now, we could have Mars fully terraformed. But that's obviously, like, super optimistic. But I'm just saying, like, imagine how crazy that would be. Oh shit, I might be lost. I might have gotten myself lost. Technically, we can already go there, we just can't come back. Well, yeah. What I meant was, within 15 years, we will be able to go there and come back. We already plan to I think SpaceX already wants to send someone there in the next, like, 5 years. Granted, it'll probably, you know, based on Tesla time, it might be 10 years, but I think in 15 years, we will have that figured out. And even if we didn't, in my scenario, if in 15 years we had AI, it would be able to figure that out. Who would win, Tesla time or Valve time? I can tell you one thing, none of us win. We all lose in that situation. I didn't find any ammonium. Thanks, Nautica. I guess I'll just surface dwell. It might actually be on the surface anyways. I can't remember what ammonium looks like. Wait. I need to go find, this. I need more tethers. Science Boys thinks it'll take about 1,000 years to fully terraform the planet to a scale like Earth. Mars is fucking like the size of Australia. We don't need to terraform in Earth, we just need to terraform Mars. But yeah, I personally wouldn't expect it in my lifetime. Quick game of Crunker before the end of stream. Oh, I'm ravenous, man. When stream ends, I'm hopping. Next stream, I tell you what. I'll look into Crunker, and assuming I'll like it, it sounds like I will. I'll do that first thing next stream, which is... Tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow. Alongside whatever other thing I play. Have not decided. Though I do want to take a little break from Astroneer, so... Astroneer will probably return on, like, I want to say Sunday. If I could somehow squeeze in Saturday, maybe, but I'm going to be out of the house. So probably Sunday. Why are you so much more high energy in your videos compared to your streams? Because a video is 8 minutes long, and I can re-record if it doesn't sound good. But a stream is 3 hours long, and I don't have pre-prepared scripting to talk about. Also, my throat's really dry, so it makes me sound really, like, dying. The new King Giz album? I haven't... I saw that there were, like, some leaks. I have not listened to the full thing. I still don't understand, like, is Boogie gonna be on the same album as Fishing for Fishies? Or is that a different album? I can't tell, like... I know they're making multiple, but... It is? Okay. I'm excited for it. I don't think it's gonna be one of my favorites. I say that, like... You know, I'm still open to it. Based off of the singles, it doesn't seem like a Nonagon Infinity or a Murder of the Universe, but... I liked Paper Mache, which is a pretty experimental, non-psych album. And I'm into the more acoustic stuff, or even like the synthy stuff. Look, I'm excited. I have Katana Zero as a backup game. I've been considering it. I've had a really bad record recently of playing through single player games, so I'm trying not to pick something up if I know I'm just gonna drop it. Not saying that I would drop Katana, but like, I don't want to start it until I know I'm like really in the mood to finish it. Have you ever listened to a song that you relate to a little too much? No, never. You're weird. Who does that? What the fuck? Everyone laugh at this dude. Imagine relating to a song so much you listen to it a lot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, so I was listening to Pinkerton for the 12th time this week. And that's the story. That's the end of it. I hope there's ammonium. I don't want to keep walking. Honestly, like, recently, there hasn't been, like, an album that super resonated with me. I felt like shit for a while, so I kept listening to The Glow Part 2 by The Microphones. The problem is, listening to sad music just makes you sadder. So, whenever I start going down that road, I try to only listen to, like, happy albums. Not even happy, just, like, non-depressing albums. You know what I mean? Like, it's too self-indulgent to go, I feel like shit, I just want to listen to a band talk about how much they feel like shit. Self-indulgence is good, but in spurts. I listen to a lot of HHA. Listen to Face Tattoo fucking weekly. Best FUNKe VOD comment. Cut your hair, you creature. This is why I got the webcam off. AJJ is great too, but it's sort of the same problem. AJJ can be kind of depressing sometimes. That's the problem with all folk rock. I love it so much, but it's so goddamn depressing. Sometimes I just want to listen to Psy Boogie. How does it feel being bullied by your own fan base? I honestly cannot imagine it's that different from any other content creator's fan base. I get bullied by them too. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Alright, man. I think I'm just gonna give up on this ammonium search. Oh, weird. I've been walking all stream. My tendrils are killing me. But I know all I need is a single piece of ammonium, and then I can blast off this rocket. So I think I'm gonna call the stream here so I can go eat, so I'm not ravenous anymore. I will be streaming tomorrow, though not Astroneer. But good progress today. What's a VOD? I'm an uncultured swine. It's like an archive. It's like a backup of the stream. It's called, I don't remember why it's called a VOD. Video on demand. It's literally just the stream, but in video form. But yeah, that's it. Again, I'll probably be live around the same time, you know, 5, 6-ish. I will not be streaming Saturday. I'm out of the house. I'll be back after that. There's a video on FUNKe, if you care about that kind of thing. You can join the Discord if you're not in it. You can recite the alphabet into your bathroom window. I don't know. I don't make the rules. You can do whatever you want with your life. No one sticks around for the last 10 seconds of the stream, so I can kind of say what I want. It doesn't really matter if it makes any sense or not. Alright, I'm gonna go drink my own semen. I'll see you guys later.